Well, surprise, it appears that Bethesda has patched pretty much everything when it comes down to infinite credits, whether that be Aquilo City or even Atlantic City. All of these spots have officially been patched. There's no way to go underneath the map and grab these items because the chest, it no longer exists. They've somehow connected it, or I shouldn't say somehow, they're developers, they know how to do this stuff. And just to show some more proof here, it's not just, again, at Aquilo City, this can be found at Neon City as well. There's no loot. Now, if you're wondering, is it possible to get out of bounds? Yes, it absolutely is possible. Yet, the only issue is that there's no loot underneath the map, nowhere. So what you have to do instead is do a different method. There's two glitches that we can actually do after patch, and I think it's going to benefit you quite a lot. Some of you may have seen this. So let's go over it right now. We are first going to talk about unlimited contraband. This is still possible. All you need to do is invade a ship that has some contraband. I believe almost all bandit ships should have contraband on it. Correct me if I'm wrong. For example, I've already prepped right away, so what I'm going to do is arrive on the same exact planet here, and I'm just going to go ahead and look for the ship nearby. I'm going to then dock it. For example, this is going to be a Spacer Raven. Once I've docked, you're going to obviously want to take out all of the enemies that do exist within the ship. If it's a larger ship, you're obviously going to have to deal with more enemies, but if they're small, then it's just going to be a small group. For example, I've already taken them out, and all I need to do here is look towards the left side and the right for contraband. The same situation up here, left and right side. There's also going to be some of these bodies hanging around. You can definitely loot only one of them because only one of them actually respawns loot all the time. And so while you're at it, you can also loot up a good portion of the items within here. For example, some of the props, you can pick it up, you can sell it. There's also going to be some ammo boxes, yet unfortunately you cannot loot those infinitely. The next step, we need to head towards a planet, so let's go ahead and land right here. What we could do next is then open up the map, and we want to travel back towards the ship. And surprise, what you will notice is that the loot inside has completely reset. So this means what you can do is rinse and repeat this multiple times and pick up a bunch of contraband. Sometimes it may drop one contraband, sometimes it may drop three. I do recommend changing the difficulty. There is a chance possibly that it may actually increase your chances of more contraband, although I've not tested that, so do not, correct me on that. But definitely you can let me know if it's possible. What we're going to see right here is that I'm docking back at the same exact ship, and I'm going to board. Then when I go inside, we're going to see the enemies straight ahead, as well as there's going to be a turret now. Every time it's going to switch up its scenario, so you might end up floating, you might end up with a turret, you might just end up like this. And you want to check all the spots for all the loot, and then from there just rinse and repeat it like we have before. It's interesting though, the body that I just loot actually ended up twitching around, which was kind of funny. And you can see it right here. Ah man, you gotta love these Bethesda bugs. At some point, you gotta just appreciate the work and the fine craftsmanship that went into this. Look at that fella, he's just having a great time. Alright, let's continue on towards number 2, and it's the last glitch on the list here. All we need to do is board another ship. Yeah, this can be any ship, let it be a bandit. You can literally be any ship. All we need to do is then go inside, take out all of the enemies, and then from there, go towards the front, because we need to make sure that this whole entire ship is repaired. We do not want to leave this system without the whole entire engine being repaired. Now, what I mean by whole entire engine, I'm not talking about the whole entire bar. I'm just talking about the one piece of engine, because if it is, ruined, you do need to let it all heal up and repair itself. And once you've done that, you can then fly towards the clinic, which is, by the way, not the one that I would recommend, but if you're testing this out, I guess you could try it. It is kind of cool because you do receive sort of like this ship. Unfortunately, you cannot use it. But anyways, what we're going to do now is once the engine has repaired, we're going to travel towards any starship. This can literally be any starship out there. For example, I will be doing clinic, and I want to rush in here, talk to the ship guy, go over and make sure that I've made sure that the ship is now my home ship, which should be the Frontier. I've yet to test this on other spaceships, so definitely let me know if it works on other types. And you know that you've done it incorrectly if you look up and it only shows board. It should also show cockpit, so that's when you know you've done it wrong. And when you've done it successfully, when you go back towards the repair guy, you're going to see that you now have the Stroud Eklund as your ship. And all you have to do is rinse and repeat this as what I'm doing right here, where I'm selling it, I'm purchasing it, I'm selling it, and I'm purchasing it. And this is going to be 0 credits each time. The thing is all the loot from within the Shroud is going to then head towards your mass, which is going to be in your cargo hold. And essentially what you're going to be able to do is grab an infinite amount of loot. And you can do this as much as you like. Now, once you do have that much loot, you can head over towards Venus, locate a seller or a vendor nearby by scanning the map. You should see a dome icon. And then from there, you should see someone or at least a group of settlers, and then you just want to go over here and talk to them and sell your items. And then to instantly restart the whole entire vendor list, all you have to do is sit down, rest for 1 hour, and everything will be back as it was right before, when you were selling. So hopefully everything has been cleared up in this one video. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I will be replying back within the first hour or two. I appreciate all the love and support from all of you. And yeah, sadly, this does suck that they've patched a good portion of the glitches. I would imagine this would be something that they would mainly focus on if it was online multiplayer. Yet the fact is, this is not. So it's just so strange to fix certain things like that. I mean, I understand they want to create a perfect game, and I put that in quotation marks. But honestly, it's not going to happen. Not every game is perfect. And that's okay. I absolutely appreciate this game for some of its flaws and some of its most amazing and perfect moments that I've experienced so far in this. And hope that you guys enjoy the video. So I'm just going to let you go right there and then. If you have any questions, remember, comment down below. See you all in the next video.